The goals that I want to achieve, sometimes I think about it from an outside perspective, and it almost seems a bit delusional, me being delusional. That's what it almost looks like from another person's perspective. When you're at a certain stage in life where you achieve close to nothing, but yet you have something in you that really wants to achieve something great. You've done nothing in your life. You've achieved nothing in school, nothing in sports, nothing in studies, grades, nothing. You've pretty much been a failure your entire life, and yet you have the most unrealistic, beyond reach, ridiculous goal ever, and you think you can actually do it. It's almost as if you're delusional, but it's not you being delusional. That delusion stays a delusional thing only until it becomes a reality. That's one thing I've noticed with a lot of successful people is at some point in their life, when you hear them speak in interviews, podcasts and stuff, there will be a stage at some point in their life when they were younger where the goals that they've achieved already right now seemed ridiculous. It was so beyond reach that no one could have imagined it, but now they've achieved it. So no one's gonna say anything now. For example, this might be a freaking boring example, but I have an AC right there, and this AC was probably a very delusional idea to someone at some point in history, right? It was a delusional idea, but now it's a reality, and I'm using it because I live in Dubai and it's hot as hell. I need something to freaking cool me down. But yeah, it's a basic example, but that is the truth. What you think is a delusional idea that seems so freaking beyond reach, it stays that way only until it becomes a reality. And if you genuinely believe that will happen, it will become a reality. The point I'm trying to make is every person who genuinely wants to be successful, you have to be ridiculous with your goals. You have to be delusional to an extent to think that okay, you're literally right here, and to believe that you have to believe that you can achieve something that's way above you. It may seem so out of reach that no one is going to actually believe you or think it's possible, but you have to have that mindset. It must seem so beyond reach that when you tell it to some people, they'll probably laugh. Like they'll just write you off, Nathan, saying there's no chance. And that's what, if someone does that, you're on the right path. And the only difference that will actually get you to that goal versus not getting to that goal is the belief. I know people say it all the time, you believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. But when you constantly visualize in your head, you can almost you see yourself already that you achieved it in your head. That is half the battle won, because the toughest thing when people set these huge goals is to actually see themselves achieving it. They don't have that confidence, that sort of assurity in themselves. They don't trust themselves. I think that's the right word. They don't trust themselves to actually go on to achieve that thing. But if you actually, and it's sometimes, it's literally a natural thing. For some people they have it, some people they don't. Some people have that almost overconfidence in them that they're going to achieve it, and some people don't. And if you have that in you, that you can just visualize it in your head day after day, that okay, you're already at that level, even though you're nowhere close. But if you can visualize yourself already living the life that you eventually want to in years time, that is half the battle won. Trust me, that is half the battle won. The rest is just effort. But if you can see it, it's very rarely that it's not going to happen, because when you see stuff like that, when you visualize stuff like that, the work, the effort that you put in, it'll naturally come. You will naturally do it. No one is going to visualize great things without putting in the work, and vice versa. If you're not going to work hard as well if you don't visualize it. And when you have those two, where you work hard and you visualize it and you genuinely believe you can achieve that outrageous goal, I'm no fortune teller, but like you will achieve it. And sometimes I wonder, like, what is the point in life when people don't have this ridiculous goal? Because if you don't have that ridiculous, why is this very bright? If you don't have that ridiculous goal, you are going to live just like any other person. You're going to live an average life, and what are you going to get from it? Does that excite you? When you're a small kid, do you picture yourself, do you really want to live a life like everyone else? And this is not to disrespect anyone else, but do you have a dream of living like everyone else? And I know as you grow up, your responsibilities and stuff increase, but you get this one life, right? You might as well actually go all out and try and achieve that ridiculous dream, instead of succumbing to what other people say and living like everyone else. I genuinely think if you're a person who does not have a ridiculous goal, that's almost not delusional. You're just another woman. You're just another man. You're just another person. You're literally just existing. You're not even living. And this was something I literally thought of in 2022. I was freaking mentally distraught in 2022. And at that point in my life, I was thinking to myself, I'm literally existing. I'm not living. There's a difference there, right? Existing is you're just going through life. Living is you're actually living. You have an excitement when you wake up every day. That is living. So live your life, bro. Don't just, go through life without doing anything, without having any ambitious goals. People may laugh at you, people may write you off, who cares? It's you. And when you achieve it, then everyone's gonna be like, so, yeah.